Hello, this is Aaron Karalia, and today I'll be discussing some examples of triggers found in a few or three products. I'm actually going to go over two different genres, but I think there can be some interesting things to talk about for each of them. The reason I chose to do it off camera is because I wanted to focus primarily on my chosen examples and maybe throw in some clips or images explaining these triggers. So the first example of a trigger that I decided to talk about is the relatively new type of video entertainment called ASMR. And ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, which is a phenomenon often experienced as a tingling sensation through the body, like on the scalp or the back. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in these specific areas. But the main idea of this is the feedback from the people's mind or body. A great way to elicit this idea of ASMR is the extreme hatred some people find when a chalkboard is scratched or cutlery scraping across a ceramic plate. And I'm not gonna play those for obvious reasons, but the better, more popular ones that are often used are, for example, gentle tapping of cardboard or the sound of turning paper, like specifically library paper, because library paper tends to be more, tends to be thicker and more, I don't know, enjoyable to listen to. And these are literal triggers that stimulate other senses that make people find these videos enjoyable. Some ASMR video creators even make content to help people sleep, which is, through personal preference, a great experience and something that can be really easily associated with a relaxing activity such as sleeping. And humans, we all need to sleep. So no matter how hard our day has been, to contribute to something we need, such as sleep, I think is a great way to keep this genre of entertainment in people's minds. The next example I want to go into is going to be the same genres for the last one as well, but I wanted to talk about both of them because I feel that these two examples touch upon different aspects. So this next product is about a video game called Five Nights at Freddy's, and this is a game where you play as a night guard for a pizzeria facility, but you quickly find yourself in a position where the pizzeria's mascots, who are animatronic robots, are seemingly alive and want to kill you. And this game exploded in popularity during its debut back in 2012, and it's had several successful sequels since, to this day. And I think this is a great trigger for people because it is what is known as the novelty factor. The idea of animatronic robots coming to life with murderous intent somehow intrigues us, I guess. Probably because most of us, at least in the North American region, are familiar with the pizzeria franchise Chuck E. Cheese. And some of us have had some traumatic experiences. I don't know if you can see me raising my hand. I'm just kidding. But some of us have had some traumatic experiences with these robotic figures, and to have an irrational fear brought to life through an immersive gameplay, let alone a horror survival game, really keeps this game in people's minds. And not only that, as the player progresses through the game, the story behind these dangerous robots keeps players asking why they do what they do, and creating suspense for themselves that inspire things such as video game theories, or other creative alternatives to the game's concept. And the last example I wanted to go over is also a video game, and it's called Undertale. This game parodies the notion that RPGs, or role-playing games, are all about becoming stronger and killing anything that's in your path. But this also plays into the novelty factor as well, that you can actually choose whether to kill everything or not. And this is all by choice. This is all by choice. And not many of these styles of games even touch upon choice, let alone the idea that their consequences, let alone your consequences, control your future gameplay experience. So the story changes based on your ideals, your morals, your ethics, and stuff like that. And some of these experiences are meaningless in the game, deliberately repetitive, or even downright silly. I wouldn't say stupid, but silly. Yet these unique mechanics is what players seem to enjoy, and because player choice changes the outcome of the game's endings. Sorry, how much information is told about the story makes this game replayable, because every player can have can have his or her own experience, and I think that's what makes this game such a memorable product. So that's my 3 examples of triggers and what makes things stick. I believe that overall, innovative spins on existing content, associating regular routines with creative content, and bringing things that people don't normally think could come to life are just a few great techniques to making a successful product that people will want to keep coming back to. So, thank you for watching.